Hi guys, I got this on the 22nd of May and I've sort of haven't really finished it till today. This is Lyndon Arden-Wong's B0Z, which is a prototype bat that Blank Bats will be releasing. It's a very high middled bat, and what I want to show you is just how high this middle is when you're looking at the spine height. I'll take that down to the bottom. So basically the middle is peaking here between 10 and 11 inches, or between 26 centimetres, 25 to 26. So your sweet spot would really be about here at the 9-inch mark, but the bat actually plays all the way down to probably about here. Now, it probably would play down a little bit further, but this particular bat has got this hard blemish here which won't come to life for a few games. The bat itself is an LE model, and the grains are pretty spectacular. I haven't bothered to count them, so let's see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and a tiny little bit there. You've got a line of heartwood down the right-hander's outside edge. Traditional toe. No flat toe on this. It's traditional rounded toe, and it's also got a very traditional 7-inch camber, 7mm camber, 7-inch camber. God. So that actually means that the ball's going to deflect off those edges and toe rather than destroy them, like you see on the flat face bats, which incidentally are starting to be phased out a bit. And I think that's purely because amateur players are getting sick of the lack of durability in those $500–600 bats. And it's purely to do with flattening the face to make the edge look bigger. So if this bat actually had a flat face, let's say, then we would be looking at an edge of 44, whereas what we're looking at is a more realistic edge, and this is after knocking and rounding the edges. It's gone down to 35, 36. Most bat makers would tell you that a 35mm, 36mm edge is ample enough. The impressive thing about this bat, because of this high middle, normally you'd expect your sort of centre of percussion or your point of least vibration to be about here, which is really nice. But the actual playability of the bat extends all the way down that curve. So as the bat arcs down to the toe, you've got that playability, and you've got the spine toe as well, which adds a little bit more durability. That's subjective. A lot of people I've read on custom bats have talked about these new dolphin toes or duckbill toes having more durability because they're a bit thicker. The toe on this is quite thick. It's probably 22mm, and it probably peaks at about 32, 33. I'm just going to do a tap up on it for you. So we'll start at the toe. So you can hear it immediately. It's got a little bit of play there. And it's just beautiful. The press on this is just amazing. And it's still going. The ball will fly off of this part. So I'm hitting all the way up here now. And it's just petering out about there. So look at that. There's still a little bit there. If you were a driver, you'd be quite happy hitting the ball down low there, and a regular sort of mid-low bat, the sweet spot still feels really good. Off centre it's still pinging, and up here it's just immense. Hopefully those sounds are coming through a little bit better today. They sound a little bit tinny when I play them back. What do I think about the bat? I'm actually really impressed with it, and I love the press on it. I think that it's a lot firmer than a Australian press. It took me less time to prepare this. Only 6 weeks? No, I'm kidding. 22nd of May. I haven't actually worked on the bat till probably the last few weeks. I've been on and off. I've actually taken off the face sheet and put it back on, or a different one, and I've done it the way that it came, where they actually cut it to the edge and then put the edge tape over, which normally I just wrap the whole thing over and leave the edge tape, but I've done it the way that it was, and it creates like a feeling of there's a harder edge point here and it doesn't sort of bubble over. So you can do your face sheets that way if you want to, or you can just wrap them over and put the edge tape over the top. It doesn't matter. The other thing that I've added is a bit of edge tape down here on the toe. It sort of came natural at the toe, and Lyndon can take that off if he wants to, just by peeling back this way. Yeah, really impressed with it. Lyndon tells me that this bat would probably be in the $650 to $670 mark. Then there'll be a grade 2 and about $600, but he's going to be getting in some grade 3-4 net bats, which could be club edition bats, around the $300 mark, which they would obviously be a bit heavier. This one comes in, this one's coming in at 210.2. Yeah, really happy with this bat. So Lyndon will put his details at the bottom of the link, and you can get in touch with him. And if you are interested in it, I think you should let him know, because he's thinking about his order numbers now. So if you want a higher grade, like this one obviously is, as far as the ping factor on this is just immense, get in touch with him. I'll finish off just with a pause and do the obligatory bounce test and try and retrieve the ball, so I'll show you that in a sec. Okay, it's out the door. Alright, so that's the Blank Bats B0Z. Fantastic bat. I'm very impressed with the press on it. Craftsmanship's outstanding. Just the shaping of the shouldering up here. It's all handmade, hand selected. So, and the last thing I was going to say is that's a really oval handle, really thick. Look at my hands sort of gripping it, whereas it's nice and round at the top. So it's a really nice bat to hold. If you're somebody who sort of grips it just with the two thumbs, it's going to feel really nice in your hands. But if you like a round handle, you're not going to like this. So just bear that in mind. I don't know whether you can specify different handle types or do custom orders. You can get in touch with Lyndon for that information. Thanks everybody, bye.